Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stop right there. This channel is not intended for kids under the age of 13. So if you're under the age of 13, please leave.
Hey everybody, Arthur here with another unboxing video. Today we have G.I. Joe Classified Series Zartan. Huge shout out to my boy Nate Simmons, aka Nate's Toys and Collectibles, for getting this figure to me in hand. He had pre-orders when these were announced. I pre-ordered and I'm getting it in hand so I can review it. And this figure in package looks phenomenal. The artwork on the side of the box looks great. On the left side of the box we got Zartan with his green eyes holding that mask. He's ready to just be the master of disguise, honestly, and not that horrible fucking movie with Dana Carvey. On the right side of the box, we got the file card for Zartan, so go ahead and look at those little images and go look him up on the website. He is number 23, and we do get the actual Dreadnought logo up at the top, and then even at the very top of the box, instead of a Cobra logo, we do got the Dreadnought logo. Here we have the back of the box, and it's showing off a lot of the newer figures from Cobra Island. And, we pretty much got all these figures that we see on the back, except for a lot of the vehicles, all the vehicles that are shown. But we're also missing these Alley Vipers. I want them so freaking bad. I hope they do justice to those Alley Vipers. Zartan comes with a single pistol with a lot of sculpt work and texture in the handle. And this is pretty much an iconic weapon. Maybe not to this exact sculpt, but Zartan did come with a pistol very similar like this back in his old school swamp skier days. And the bottom of the handle has like a little hook on it. Now Zartan comes with a very mean looking Bowie knife. This thing looks like it'd tear you up. I love the holes in the blades. I like the finger hole. The sculpted in detail in the handle looks great. And then you flip it over and we do get a little like metal parts. That'd be something that you just like sort of stand, like jam into somebody's skull or something if they get too close. Now, usually if you're a G.I. Joe, you come with the backpack, and Hasbro, oh Hasbro, you actually nailed it with this backpack because this is straight up an upgraded version of what he came with back in the day. I love the sculpted in electronic like detail up at the top. We got some holes down here for his fun accessories. We got some pegs on the side to peg on his weapons. And this is a heavy backpack in hand. It's a good chunk of plastic. Like, it has weight to it. The cool thing about it is this thing will pop open like so. Almost lost it there. We got all this nice sculpted in detail. We got some paint in there showing off some little bit of red. Looks really cool and high tech. And then it really shows that high tech right on the front of it. More red painted in. It looks badass. I think the inside is great. It stays together very well. But some of you might be wondering what goes in there. And that would be his disguise. The extra face. Which I wish we would have got more of these. It would have been cool if they would have gave us a couple. But again, the backpack and this mask that he comes with, straight up from the original figure. Like, this is beautiful. Now we start diving into some of the more unique accessories. We get a like rattlesnake head. They painted inside the mouth, which is great and everything, but why didn't they paint the fangs? Fangs could have used white on them. The eyes could have been painted, but there is the sculpt is all throughout the texture and everything. So if you wanted to paint your own, I'm sure you could. It wouldn't be that difficult, but it's cool that we get some weird accessories that we get for him. And it does have little plugs that you can plug into his belt or backpack. Continuing with the weird accessories, we do get a monkey paw. And it looks like he still has the 5 wishes. And that's done really, really well. The sculpt work, the detail, it looks great. It's got the little tying around the wrist and then the plug that you'd use to plug into his belt or backpack. Here we get an up-close look at Zartan's face, and it looks great. They did a great job on the paint. The eyes look creepy as heck. They're almost like a purplish, creamy color, which surprises me why they aren't green like they are on the package. He's got a little smirk, some wrinkles there, He's got his little handkerchief around his neck. And then we also got some scaling. And it's like 2 tones of brown going on the hood. Looks great. The sculpt work in the hood looks awesome. I like the little dip on the back. More like reptile scale. And then we even got more of that going through, like a little mohawk on his hood. And the hood has a little bit of a point to it. What's great about this is you can pop the hood off, revealing all those ridges in his forehead, all that extra sculpted in detail. And then if you flip him around, the little do-rag thingy around his neck is cool. I don't like how it clips. Like, look at that. It just looks nasty if you're looking at it from that angle. But when we look at him up close, let me focus it a little bit here for you. It's just an awesome looking headpiece. I like how his cheeks are sort of sunken in a little bit, just adding more character to him. His armor looks freaking phenomenal. Now, I do believe we will see this armor reused or tweaked, at least for Road Pig and Thunder. You know, that's definite, because I think those are the other ones that wore like the crop top type of armor. And I just love what they do with these. You know, they deal with a lot of amazing sculpt work into these figures. The paint's definitely there. Got the hole to plug his backpack in, obviously. But all that sculpt work in the armor looks great. I put his big old Bowie knife into his sheath. Even that has some reptile skin on there, or gator skin, whatever you want to classify it. Looks great. Even has texture throughout. I think the whole belt is scaled. And then we get the Dreadnought logo for a belt buckle. Texture on the other studded belt that has like leather on it. His gauntlet, mine has a little piece of red in it. Don't know if that came from another figure or something, not to mess with it. But again, they're dealing with like the glossy and the not glossy type of paint. So you got the gloss around the side, but then the center part's like a matte. Gloves look good. Even the gloves are scaled. That's pretty crazy. And then the legs, I think we've seen before. I think these are like trooper legs. Just they got that classic Zartan type of thigh armor. And again, two-tone. You got the glossy and the matte. Knee pads. Get the boot armor you can barely see. There we go. Again, that glossy and matte finish. And then we got the armored boots. And the boots look pretty good. When you're looking at them, they're gray. But if you look at them closer, there's flames sculpted into the boots. I wish they would have painted them. I'm tempted to paint them. Because, like, man, you got that sculpted in flame work and you didn't utilize it. That would sort of irritate me as a sculptor. It's like, man, you could have made that two-tone flame going up. But they probably were scared because a lot of G.I. Joe collectors complain about everything. If it's not original style or whatever, you know, just G.I. Joe collectors are babies. Diving into articulation, Zartan comes with that amazing articulation they give their Joes in the head. His head can look down quite a bit because it's a ball joint and disc hinge. He can look up quite a bit as well. We get the neck pivot down there. He gets all the motion you want in his head. I mean, you can even, you know, listen to some music. So that's pretty awesome. Arms. He does have a lip. You could see it on his shoulder there. That lip, you have to sort of angle it to where it doesn't get caught on the butterfly. The butterflies in there don't really do jack. They're sort of turd butterflies. Bicep swivel, you got double jointed elbows, which the best way to do those elbows, if you're going to do them double jointed, is on the side. Good motion there. Both wrists on each hand rotate, and then they both go in this direction. What bugs me about this figure, they got these gauntlet pieces. Mine, they didn't paint all the way black, so it's like faded a little bit. But there's no gauntlet pivot in these arms. Like, there's no forearm pivot. Like, they could have cut that and had a pivot there, which would have been great, but they failed to do that, which to me, I don't get. We do get some very good ab crunch. It's not hindered by the armor. You can lean forward that way. You can lean back that way like he's getting punched or kicked. Very good stuff. Now, his waist, it is on that ball, so you can get him hula hooping all around. He does have the drop down hips, because again, this is the trooper legs like that he's using, and you can get him to kick up quite a bit. He does have a thigh cut that's well hidden. We get a double jointed knee here. If it'll bend all the way, there we go. Good bend in the knee. And then we get boot cut, ankle bend only in that direction because it hits the armor when you're trying to go up. And we get generous pivot. You could just have Zartan with his freaking hands on his hips, wondering, hey, which way did Zartan go? I don't know who you're talking about. But yeah, with the mask on, it fits great, looks great underneath the hood, but you almost need to get some sort of fabric or something to wrap around him where he doesn't look like Zartan. Granted, I know the original figure, that's all it did was this mask, and it was the same idea, but it's just yeah, I'm not Zartan. It's no, dude, you're completely Zartan. You got the belt buckle and everything. With the hood off, the mask works from the front, but when you start turning it from the side, you can start seeing the actual thickness of the mask. You can get your Zartan to be enjoying a beer at the biker bar, or just at the Dreadnoks hangout, and shooting somebody. He holds his pistol great. I got the little snake head attached to his belt, the rattlesnake head or whatever, and then on the back I have his monkey paw. It just shows the different ways that you can actually set up or deck out your Zartan. And sometimes when the cops are after Zartan, he's got to do that quick change in an alleyway or a rundown warehouse. Hasbro did it again. With this whole Classified line, they're nailing it. They just need to work on their distribution so people can get these figures in their hands a little bit easier. And this Zartan, they really looked at the old school Zartan. They added their little modern twist to it, and it still stays true to the original figure, in my opinion. And it just sort of shows that they're listening to us. Let's just see if they will get that distribution fixed. But the Zartan figure's phenomenal. I love it. It's great. Comes with a great amount of accessories. They're fun accessories. And the figure just looks badass. And it really makes me look forward to the rest of the Dreadnoks and to start getting Harleys in this scale for these guys. Like I was saying, Dreadnoks and Harleys are like milk and cookies. They go well together. I kicked Punisher off of his bike because I wanted to see how Zartan scaled with it and looked on it, and it looks amazing. It's not a disappointment whatsoever, and I either need to get more motorcycles like this or I need to find a manufacturer that makes Harleys in that scale. But this looks awesome. I love it. All my Harleys. All my Dreadnoks are going to be on Harleys. I have my 3 3/4 25th anniversary Dreadnoks on Harleys, and I got a continue suit because this just looks fantastic. And the figure itself is an awesome figure. I'm super happy with it. And that sums up my unboxing and review of G.I. Joe Classified Series Zartan. If you like what you saw, hit that thumbs up. New to my channel, hit that subscribe button for me. And if you want to stay in the know when I post up a new video, hit that silver bell notification so you get the alert when I post up a new video. Make sure you guys check out Nate's Toys and Collectibles. The website is down below, so go show some love. It's where I've been getting my non-exclusive G.I. Joe Classified series figures. So definitely check that out down below. Show them some love. And I want you guys to have the best luck hunting. Keep on collecting. And have a beautiful day.